how you think we can restore this sense of dignity that for a lot of Muslims seems that there's almost a shame, especially in wealthy people. And I think it's something that I find very inspiring in you, is that you're not ashamed of your faith and your tradition, which is quite rare amongst people that have entered into politics. There's almost a reservation in acknowledging the part of faith.
Sheikh Hamzah, two things. One, that La ilaha illallah, no God but Allah. That in itself gives you dignity. You know, the motto of my party, when I started my party 25 years ago, is Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. You alone I worship, you alone I ask for help. You see, in my opinion, true faith, iman, that in itself gives you dignity. Because just the fact that you don't bow in front of anyone but the one, that is a liberation of a human being. I've always, young people ask me about who do I respect or what is the concept of richness. You see, for me, someone who is rich is someone whose conscience has no price. You can't buy them. People who don't bow in front of anyone, who do not allow their dignity, lose their dignity, whatever happens, they are the ones who command respect. And if I read this book after it's called The Arab Conquest. It's after our Prophet, after his death. The way the Arabs spread all over the world, and it's very fascinating if you read that. It was not, they didn't have any technical advantage over all the people they defeated. The Mongolians, for instance, they also had conquered half the world very quickly, but they developed a certain form of warfare. They had these special bows which used to shoot arrows much further than anyone else. They had these special horses and a war technique. But these Arabs had nothing. They were the same Arabs who were insignificant in front of Persian and Byzantine empires. But when you read about it, they were liberated souls. They were fearless. They were fired with a higher imagination. And this is the basis of, if one sports team is very talented, the other sports team has self-esteem and respect, they have pride, they will beat the talented team. And I've seen this more often in my life. And this is really it. The problem when you say about Muslims and rich Muslims and wealthy Muslims, I've seen them lose their pride. I've seen them, become servants of wealth. Their wealth has made them, enslaved them actually, and they stick to their wealth thinking that's everything. So this is unfortunate. In our Muslim world, we have very few leadership in the Muslim world, which actually is truly liberated.